Pistol Pete style.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Pistol Pete here. If you've been following my channel, you'll know that I put a video up where my HK was failing to feed. And I mismarked that post. It was feeding, it was chambering. I was getting a dead trigger. So I apologize about that. However, I did figure out what the problem was. The trigger was so basically the trigger on the HK bangs on this piece. I don't know what this is called. I apologize. But it goes right in here, right there. And when the trigger is installed right here, I'll show you. It bangs up. This piece of the trigger bangs up against this this post, or I don't know what that's called again, but it bangs up against there. With the HK trigger, there is a metal insert, I guess if you want to call it, that's in there. As you can see right here, it's starting to dent in a little bit on the plastic. And that metal piece is stopping it from actually sun mooning the plastic right there against this piece right here. Now, on the Lazy Wolf trigger, there is a metal piece right here. It's actually a screw that you can adjust for the pre-travel, over-travel, if I'm saying the terms correctly. Right there. You can adjust it right here. Now, what happened in my Lazy Wolf trigger is that this, from, I'm guessing so many repeated shots or from a failure of the trigger, and I believe it was a failure, that this was starting to push down. So it was basically, I don't know, breaking the threads in there and just going down the hole. And it caused this moon shape right here. Basically the shape of this piece. So it was like a little pocket that this could sit in now. And that was what was causing the dead trigger. Because it was, as you pull the trigger, it was so deep in there that it didn't have whatever the mechanism is that brings the trigger back. It wasn't doing that because it was indented in there. Now, the people at HK Parts that I got this from were so kind to send me a new one after I sent the one back. They had to determine that that was the fault. But they did take care of me right there. So thank you, HK Parts. I hope this one stays. I hope that this piece stays where it's supposed to stay. And I don't have any more failures with this one. But yeah, that was the problem with my HK. So I'm going to put this piece back in and hopefully all is well. So if you have a Lazy Wolf trigger and you are experiencing dead triggers and you know how to take this thing apart, check that out or have a gunsmith look at it. There was a lot of trial and error. Finally, I took it apart and I saw that this piece was dented in. And that was the cause of the problem. But I hope this helps anyone that's having this same problem. Because I scoured the internet and I could not find anything about the Lazy Wolf trigger and this piece failing. Now this does come all the way down. I didn't play with mine, but I'm guessing that if you pull the screw down past, you know, this past, so it goes in and it's not flush anymore, you will experience that problem after, I don't know how many ever rounds it takes for the dent to appear or to sink in. So just be careful when adjusting this. Otherwise, just leave it the way it is, and hope for the best. Otherwise, like I said, HK Parts should take care of you. They took care of me. So here is a close-up of what I was talking about. See the screw right there, right there. That's where it hits. So just make sure, again, that screw is not below the red, or it's not sunken. Just make sure it's not sunken.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Yeti!